If you want to separate yourself from all the competition in 2026, you need to leverage AI to personalize all of your marketing and all of your sales. Business owners nowadays are way too generic and they blend in with all the noise that's already in the market. They have the same offers, the same outreach style, the same style of content, and they just find it really hard to be different a lot of the time. But here's the truth. The market has changed drastically. The market values personalization now over a good offer and a true genuine connection over some testimonial page. I've fallen into this trap multiple times in my portfolio companies. And in this video, I will walk you through exactly what I did to differentiate myself from all of my competitors. Stick around to see the exact formula my company uses to generate $128,000 every single month. And I've been able to do this through LinkedIn marketing. LinkedIn is a phenomenal platform that you can use to reach out and connect to new business owners and people who can potentially buy from you. But the problem is everyone uses it to sell their services. Everyone has the same offers, and people often get messages every single day from people that they don't even want to buy from with the same offers, and it just gets them to kind of put a roadblock and take a step back. LinkedIn has become one of the most saturated platforms ever, and LinkedIn is currently limiting how much usage a user can do as far as outreach goes because people stopped trusting LinkedIn as much, and most people don't respond to messages anymore or even book calls because the second you open up LinkedIn, it's just everyone trying to sell you something. And so LinkedIn started to lose credibility. And in 2026, the only way for you to break through LinkedIn overall is to personalize every single message. But you might be asking me, how do you do that? How do you personalize every single message? Do I have to sit there and write out personalized messages to every single person I want to reach out to? Maybe, but with AI here, there is a better solution. Let's head over to my screen. So as you can see here, this is Valley. This is a platform that was created by one of my business partners, old business partner. And Valley is a outreach automation tool that personalizes every single message that's being sent to every prospect based on the profile that it is that you're reaching out to. I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Valley, and they don't pay me anything to make this video. This is simply me just showing you how this process works. I don't get money if you sign up. I don't even have a link to send to you for you to sign up here. I'm not an affiliate. So if you want to sign up to Valley, just go to joinvalley.co and you can reach out to their team. They'll definitely help you out. However, Valley, the reason why it's different from every tool is because, again, you can personalize any message that you want. So once you sign up to Valley and you create an account, and you can see I've already created an account here, there should be a button at the top right-hand side that you can click to connect your LinkedIn account. Once your LinkedIn account is connected, now in order for you to start doing outreach on Valley, it is a 4-step process. The first step is to create the lead list, actually find the people that you want to go after. The second step is to train the AI on your offer. The third step is to create the campaign and launch. The fourth step is to wait for the AI to create the AI-based messages and approve every single message that gets sent. Now, in order for you to be able to use a platform like Valley, you need to have a Sales Navigator subscription. This is a subscription that you get directly from LinkedIn, whether you want to reach out to LinkedIn directly and get an enterprise version if you want to have multiple LinkedIn accounts sending messages every single day, or you just go and you simply just type in Sales Navigator and sign up. So as you can see, this is my LinkedIn. And if you click top right, you can see here, I have the Sales Navigator subscription. Now, once you're inside of Sales Navigator, if you click on lead filters, you can actually go ahead and scroll down here. Now, let's say I want to reach out to CEOs, founders, and I can create a completely separate video on how to create a lead list just through Sales Navigator, but it should be pretty simple. If you go to industry, let's say we do technology, let's say we do posted on LinkedIn, we create a quick lead list. Let's say we want to reach out to CEOs at companies in the United States, at companies between the sizes of 11 to 50. So you can see here, this is a lead list of recently active members, other people that we're reaching out to. And so we're gonna save this list for now. And let's say this is, I'm selling marketing services to them and this is who I wanna reach out to. So let's keep this list for now and then let's go back to Valley. Now, the really cool thing about Valley is you can create campaigns, but before you start to create a campaign, you need to put together your offer. If you go to the studio section here on the very left-hand side, you can go ahead and create a product. Now, I've already created a product. All you gotta do to create a product is just click this little plus sign right here. But you can see I put our website, Grow Big Ventures, I put our booking link, I put a description of what the offer is, the ideal customer, the competitors. I've also added, different pain points, value propositions, proof points. And so essentially we put everything here into one product and we filled this out. So now what it's doing is the AI will take all this information and then create messages through this to send on LinkedIn. You also have the writing styles. So in an active voice, do's and don'ts, what to say and what not to say. You also have the in-mails. You can also send emails through this platform. So, you can also put advanced questions. So there's lots of things. I'm not gonna go into this really, really deeply, but this is where you would create your offer. Once you put this together, then what you gotta do is you gotta go to campaigns. Now, there's already an active campaign available, so I could go ahead and show you what that looks like. But all you have to do to create a campaign is click Create Campaign on the top left-hand side. Once you click this, there is the Valley AI feature, which is, if you click it, it'll essentially create an AI-based message that you can use, or you can just use a templated message without any AI to send messages, essentially. And so when you're creating a campaign, all you gotta do is you gotta choose what type of LinkedIn message you wanna send. Now, LinkedIn has two different types of messages that you can send. You can either send an in-mail or you can send a connection message. An in-mail basically just means that you can send an outreach message without first having to connect with the prospect. A connection message means you have to connect with the prospect first, wait until they accept, and then start sending them messages afterwards. If you click on in-mail, for example, it's only one message that you send, and most of the time it includes the booking link right at the very bottom. So if somebody is interested in talking to you, they can go ahead and book the call. As for LinkedIn Connect, you can see that first you have to connect with them first, wait until the connection is accepted, then you send them another follow-up, then you send them another follow-up. So I want to choose in-mails. In-mails are probably one of the most powerful features on LinkedIn because not everyone has LinkedIn Advanced or LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So it's a lot easier to reach out to people through in-mails because less people are reaching out through in-mails and more people are just trying to connect. So there's a couple of different ways that you can actually upload lead list. The easiest way is to click on salesnav/search URL and basically just put the URL for Sales Navigator, which is this up here. You put it into the search box, click add, and then boom, now it starts pulling the lead list. It can only pull 2,500 at a time. Or the other way is just to upload a CSV file. Now you can upload any file at all. It can have any first name, any last name, any email, but as long as it has their URL, then that's all you really need in order for you to be able to do this. Let's say we want to do this one. We go ahead and click add. It'll start to source as we create the campaign. And then we can also select a product. You can create multiple different campaigns and multiple different products. You can also select a writing style. And also, funny enough, language too. So you essentially want to say you want to send 30 emails. If you toggle this autopilot feature on, it means that emails will continue to send without you needing to approve them first. And I'll show you what the approval process looks like. Once that's done, you go ahead and click next, you name the campaign, and you can go ahead and click launch. Now it's pretty self-explanatory. After you click next, what happens? However, I've already created a campaign, so I'm just gonna show you what that looks like. Now, if I go back into the campaign section, you can see right here that there's currently an active campaign. So we're gonna open that up, and then we're gonna see all the prospects, all their names. We're gonna see the acceptance rate. We're gonna see a 17% response rate, which is phenomenal, by the way. You're not gonna see these response rates at all from anywhere. And you can also see the ICP fit. So it gives you stats on who the person is and if they're a high fit or not, based on obviously what you say your ICP is. So it'll actually read their profile, see who it is, and it'll say, medium fit, like a member of board of directors is not a founder or a CEO. And you can see this person here is a medium fit, and you can see everything that's happened, in-mail sent, prospect created. It looks phenomenal. It's an amazing platform. And if you go to the dashboard section, where you can start to see is you can just see all the hot leads. So you can see this person here is a hot lead. Their intent level is high, meaning they've sent back a message that's showing that they have a high intent. And so if you keep going down, you can see there's cold, people, there's warm leads, there's a bunch of hot leads in there. Now time to show you the messages. Now, once you've created a campaign, the very last step is for you to approve all the messages. Now, what do you mean by approve the messages? How does that work? If you click on approve now, you'll start to see all the emails that are there. Now, if you open up an email, you'll start to see all the messages, the LinkedIn messages that are there. If you open up one of the LinkedIn messages, you can actually start to see what the message looks like. So for this specific example, one of our core service offerings is AI SEO. We basically help companies rank higher on ChatGPT when users search up best whatever in my area. You can see that the in-mail message at the very top, it says, your vision for company name to become the required CapEx data layer for every property fund really stands out. And so basically it took this message essentially from their profile. It's something that they posted about that I know nothing about, but the message looks phenomenal. So you can see it got me thinking about how our new data layers like AI search are changing how asset managers discover platforms. The challenge is ensuring that AI models interpret the web to answer questions they see company name as definitive source for sourcing CapEx, whatever. We help companies structure their digital presence to become the authoritative answer in their category, essentially making them the AI's trusted source when people ask questions. Boom. So essentially, we can go ahead and click approve to this one. Now we see the next one. So you can see your LinkedIn post about emerging status quo for startups to overcome the resilience, whatever, was spot on. It's the core challenge we're seeing across the board. And then it says, it got me thinking about whatever. When a sales leader asks those catch-all tools, and it'll actually like go into their message. And then the very last bit, it'll pitch. We've been focused on structuring specifically for LLMs to interpret trust and directly reference the companies as authority. We've helped Cadence AI, which is one of our clients, get surfaced for AI SDR tools and queries in ChatGPT, which led to 38+ increase in demo requests from non-Google sources in 60 days. Is becoming the answer AI gives in all category a priority? If so, would a brief chat about how we're doing this for other AI native companies be useful? Boom, booking link. And then I get to approve that message. And so what you'll start to see is you'll start to see more messages. You can approve all of the messages here and it'll continue to send. If I click approve all, boom, it's all approved. And it'll automatically start to create new AI messages, and every single day I can come here, approve all the messages, and the AI will learn as I'm approving the messages to see what I like. If I don't want to approve a message, I would simply just go into it and I would say, hey, I don't approve this message for this and this reason. I'd give it the answer. I decline the message. It'll create a new one. And then now I can send a new message, and the learning model would learn from the comments that I made as to why I don't like that message until it's perfect. When it's perfect, I can put a campaign on autopilot and I don't need to approve anymore. It just starts to send out. Now, if we go to the messages section, you can see over here, we have 6 maybe interested, we have 11 interested. So let me go into the interested tab and just kind of look through everyone. So let's see this one. Hey, I saw your post about not being afraid of AI and exploring how it can help partners offload cognitive clutter. It's a powerful blah, blah, blah. Hi, Arden, thanks for reaching out. I'd like to learn more. So that's a response that we've gotten. If we look at another one here, we can see blah, blah, blah. Thanks for returning. I'd like to learn more. Good to hear. Boom. I wanted you to think about our discussion on ensuring AI tools recognize, and it will actually just follow up essentially, right? And so as we keep going, it's super personalized emails that are being sent out essentially. You know, you can even approve this. Oh, in-mail message too long. I can click regenerate, for example. Make it shorter. Apply. And that's how you set up these campaigns, these AI-based campaigns. Now, you might be asking me, how do I know when a campaign is good and how do I know where to optimize if all the messages are different? Where do I optimize? Now, if you have a really high response rate and no booked calls, that means your offer is not good. If you have a low response rate, which also means very little booked calls, that means that your lead list, the people that you're going after, they're not very active on LinkedIn. Valley, this tool has been in development for years. My company has been using it since 2023 and we're about to enter into 2026. Funny enough, I was using this tool to sell LinkedIn marketing back in 2023, and this was the only platform that I used. And so far, I don't know any other tools that can do what Valley's doing as far as personalization goes. Now, as far as results go, there are other tools where if your offer is good enough, you can send mass outreach, have a smaller response rate, and optimize just for that one message. And with the same volume, you can actually get more bookings. The only reason why I would like a tool like this is if your product or service or core offering is not results-based, your offer isn't that good, and this will make up for an okay offer and get people to respond to something that's so-and-so as far as an offer goes, and then obviously you can sell from there. Now, some common mistakes and sort of what to expect with a tool like this is your offer may not be good right away. Your marketing is only as good as what your offer is and who you're offering it to. There has to be a product market fit. A tool like this and a system like this will take a lot of trial and error, especially if your offer is not already validated. If you've never sold your offer before, maybe using a tool like this won't be the best idea ever. Maybe actually just doing manual outreach and reaching out to people that way to validate what it is that you have to sell is something that people want. Maybe that's a better offer. I often see a lot of people start a product or start a company or build something out without even knowing that people want to buy it. And that's the biggest mistake that you can make. For example, in my portfolio companies, we don't start a new project until we've already tested that it's an offer that has sold before and there's people that are interested to buy before we build a company out of it. You're gonna need a lot of volume for something like this to be worth a lot of your time. If you plan on just connecting one LinkedIn account and sort of trickling deals here and there, it will be extremely inconsistent. And so if you wanna have a lot of sales calls every single day and you wanna see what that looks like, feel free to reach out to me. I have my calendar in the description to see if you qualify to work with us to begin with, one. And two, you're gonna need a lot of LinkedIn accounts. You need a lot of volume, a lot of outreach. Instead of having one LinkedIn account, you need like 30 or 50 LinkedIn accounts. And that'll fill up your calendar with sales calls. And that way you can bring a salesperson, but that's besides the point. And also, this app only starts the conversation. You still need to be able to get the sale. It's still your responsibility to make this happen, obviously. This just helps you and it enables you to start more conversations. So that's everything that you need to send AI-based messaging on LinkedIn in 2026. But the thing is, setting everything up here and putting these campaigns together is really only 20% of what actually makes a company work. The rest is all about the strategy, the messaging, and the systems behind it. If you're a B2B founder doing anywhere between $30,000 to $250,000 per month, and your pipeline is potentially inconsistent, and you're tired of trying to figure this out yourself or consistently paying agencies that don't deliver, we run a performance-based model where we only profit when you close deals. My team and I will build this exact infrastructure at cost. We'll help you find the LinkedIn accounts, we'll help you put together the list, we'll help you put together the data, pretty much everything that you need. And all you need to do is reply to the prospects and close the deals. If you're interested in something like that, I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below where you can apply and see if it's a good fit for us to work together. Other than that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to not miss any more videos just like this one, and I'll see you in the next one.